What's going on, guys? We are here with the man himself, keeping his hat, Russell. And he is playing, was that leader? Mr. Dr. Leech Hatchhyack.
Hatchhyack, the boy, the new helmet deck, whatever you want to call it.
It's not a helmet deck, it's a good deck. But
It is a
show
good
me
deck.
your list. Tell me.
All right, so this is my list. We started off, we have 3 Dark Planets. It's like you're playing Vegeta, it searches out your Ghost Warriors, and then it mills 2 at the end of your turns, which is actually like really relevant if you're not playing against like Janemba, because it just like puts everything into your drop and builds it big, so you can just like play all your guys for free and shuffle them back.
I heard Marcel's from there.
Oh yeah? And then the one of Remote Serious Bomb, it was just a flex spot, and in testing it seemed really good. I tested a lot against like Brian Samuel and Dahan, and they're running their brawly ape decks, and so early on you can like bait out the ape and then just warp it if it's the only thing on their board. It's also really good against Baby too. If they're running like the yellow versions and just going full face and no strategies, you just negate their attacks and then like warp their guy. And then if they play the 8-drop, you can like go into Slug and then warp that one. And then 3 of these dudes, they're good. They're 1-drops, they're blockers, and they allow you to play your Ghost Warriors from your hand without like having to shuffle back in from your drop, which is really relevant sometimes.
Were you a big fan of them?
So far, they've been really good for me.
Yeah? No, I truly hated them, but
Really?
if you say they're good, I believe it.
2 Goku negates. I really like this card just because you can loop it with Power Burst. If you watch my feature match, like I just kept negating and comboing it off, and then Power Bursting and adding it back. So this card's like insane.
Only 2?
Only 2.
Worth?
Because I'm not really running a full IR package. I'm running a lot more like blockers and whatnot, and like since you can grab it back with Power Burst, like 2's been fine.
Okay.
2 of this girl, she's just a blocker. She draws 1. She's really good against like decks that try to take your hand down because of this guy right here. So this was like my tech versus like anything slow and grindy like the mirror or against Toa. I played against Toa, and this is like the one thing that won me it, because you just play this, and if they can't out it, every turn you just draw a card and then play this and draw another card. So you draw 2, you draw 2 cards, and then you get to block their big mirror swing, which is like their 1 attack for the turn. So they just can never do damage to you, and you just keep drawing and like mitigating the 3 that they warp from your hand.
Nice.
Then I played 2 of the tag team Gohan. It's really good against like decks like Baby that try to like clear your board and then swing in on you, because then you get to play a blocker for free.
Nice, I like it.
4 of these guys, they're Ghost Warriors, so they can come off the 1-drop. If you don't have Dark Planet, it's another way to like get your milling going. It's just free. Like I like free stuff, and it comes back from the drop.
Always good.
Yeah, and then going on to like more of the Ghost Warrior stuff, we have 1 Turles, or however you say his name. David Fujimura told me to put this in my deck. Said it's like really good against like Beerus sometimes, because you can, if they have like 1 multicolor in their drop, you can like warp it, and then they can't use their leader ability.
In the stream, he was telling us about it.
Yeah, but he's literally never come up yet. He's just been a free play to like put stuff back into my deck. 1 cooler, it can stop like Crisis Crushers or anything little. For the Hatchhyack, he's not a Ghost Warrior sadly, but he goes into your big 5 dude, which is like the best card in your deck. So that's why you max out on this guy, because you can't tutor him off of Dark Planet, so that's why you play 4 of him. 3 Slug. This is my second favorite one, just because it gets rid of like big things that come out for cheap early. Like against Bulma, it can deal with Vegeta, deals with apes and Brawly, deals with Baby if they don't play strategies. So that's it for like that package. And then of course the big bad 5-drop. Don't mind the 1 non-SPR.
And 4 was the perfect number for you?
No, 4 has been amazing, because there's a lot of times where I have multiples of these in hand, and like especially against like red decks that like play Denial, you don't always want to just like play the 4-drop. You can play the 4-drop to make them like tap energy to like waste it, and then you just like hard cast this. And he's just insane. Like dual attack, like this deck doesn't have a lot of like pressure, but once you start like chaining these guys out, like you saw against Janemba, you get like 2 of these dudes out and you just start like hitting them 4 times a turn, and eventually their hand's gonna go down. It can take a long time, but it gets you there.
I like it. I gotta get the 4th one though.
4 power bursts, one of the best negates, if not the best negate in the game. Loops the 1-drop. You have so many 1-drops, and it just grabs everything back.
You said it was the best negate of the game?
It's up there. I mean, Topo's obviously really good, but I mean, I've been playing Toa for so long, and then going to this, like, this is just like, this is my favorite negate. So.
Alright.
And then a weird one of, my list is like not optimal. I didn't test this set at all. Okay. And like yesterday I threw this deck together with some help from people and like got some testing in. This was just a flex spot. It came up against Toa, like he had time regulator, I got rid of it. Against BMS, like some people play BMS against me, got rid of it. I've yet to like actually just like hard cast him and warp something. Okay. But he's been like decent. I'd probably still play him. The guy that wins you a lot of your games. This dude is like what helps you not go into time because you play him and then you can kill people. And that's why I play the one of the trunks, just because if I mill this, then it's really hard for me to kill people. So I play this just so I can grab it back. Okay. And then I play a Kiku package, 4 Kikus, 3 balls. This just helps you stay at high life totals against a lot of decks. You just like, they tap a lead, you combo it off, add it back, so you're not losing any card advantage and your life stays at 8.
Why not the vanilla trunks? Or one of?
I'm just not like, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of that card. Like I've tested it like back when I played Toa, like this was like my favorite package. I've just never been at like, I feel like it never came up a lot. And you already run like the Goku negate and the 1-drop blocker, which are 0 combo power. Mm-hmm. So like if you run the trunks, it's just another 0 combo power to run.
That's true.
So I don't want to draw it.
Understandable.
And then last 4 cards in the main deck are, of course, our negates or super combos.
The best super combo for this deck. High five. I'm proud of
yeah, 100%. Because my build isn't like super overrealm oriented unless I go into like Demigra and sometimes trunks. So my drop is normally really big. And so it's nice to be able to protect your life total when it's like high. So that's why I like this guy. Because sometimes if you run the one that's at 4 life, sometimes you're like never using it or able to use it.
Agreed.
So that was the main deck. Woo. Going into the side deck, we have a second copy of Remote Serious Bomb. It's just, again, another good generic black cards, so that's why I run it. And then I ran 1 Ultimate Blow, because it was like the 15th card in the side deck, along with 2 of these guys. Okay. And it's actually won me a match against Baby, because the dude like built a board, and I was able to bait out, I was able to summon a guy for free. He popped it with his Baby, and then I got to play this and like swing. And on his turn, he played a dude. I had 1 energy up, play this on this guy, and it literally just shut his entire turn down. And then next turn, I was able to kill him with Demigra.
That's awesome.
So this was like, that was the only matchup where these came in. This is what's mainly, I mean, it's mainly 4 Baby, and it's the only Baby I played. And it put in a lot of work, so I'm really happy with this package. And then I run 3 Dende and 2 of these guys. I have yet to see an Android 21 deck played. I really don't even know what the whole deck does. Like I said, I wasn't prepared for set 8 like at all. And everybody says it's atrocious. So I put these in here, hoping that it might help the matchup. I'm not sure yet.
Then this makes sense. You run 2 Shenron. So,
it's free fodder, you know, like. So yeah, that's that.
I like it.
And then another one of, we have a lot of weird one-ofs in this deck. Toa. Just for decks like, I don't know, like Gogeta 7, anything that comes out, wants to go tall, and doesn't have a good way of dealing with this when they play out their boss dudes. It's good against like digging deep cards. If you're on the play, then you side this in. If they play digging deep turn 2, then you play this and stop it.
Thank you. Give me a beers. Justin Reels.
2 Mercenary Tau. This was mainly for Daehan and Brian Samuel, because I tested against them and they play that stupid like Gohan Piccolo card. Yeah. And I told them I hate that card. Like it was terrible in testing, so I put 2 of these in my side deck just for when I play them. 2 Crisis Crusher. It's good in the mirror match if they're playing a deck similar to mine. I just pop their 1-drops. Gets rid of BMS. There was a lot of matchups where people were like hard casting these out, or we're playing BMS and I just hard cast this a couple times. And then last card was the 1 ISR.
Just a one.
Just one.
That's wild.
Yeah, Dehan told me to put this on my side deck last minute, and I only had one spot left open, so I was like, well, fuck it. Oh, sorry.
Okay, no biggie.
I was like, I'm just gonna throw it in. I guess it helps with the new YouTube stuff,
It
right?
completely helps.
Yeah,
I'm
you that
actually
adult
happy about
tag. So yeah, it was just one of, and I drew it, so that was cool.
That's too good, man. Well, any shout outs real quick?
Shout out to my team, Shenron's Lair,
Woo.
best team in the game.
All right.
Shout out to PPG, they always put on the best events.
Thank you.
Shout out to all my West Coast homies, Scouter Report, my boys from back home, everybody I stayed with this weekend, and everybody that's in like all my group chats, the Dragon Ballers. You guys know who you are. So yeah.
All right. Thank you for the deck profile. We'll see you soon. Later.